This is Dan. I'm giving, I guess, I don't know how to say this. God wants me to say this. Okay. I'm giving God. Sorry, that's just funny to say, but he's here. It's not like he's on the other line or anything like that. I'm not, it's not something ridiculous like that. Like, I am God right now. But I don't want to sound holy and divine. But what I want to say is, now, as Dan, and God through Dan, I realize that I'm manifesting at the same time as Dan has learned this. Dan has learned that he can give himself pleasure beyond orgasm, without a mess, of course, and without any sexual relation to it. Just that kind of emotional, wonderful feeling. The feeling of love, the feeling of just excitement and fireworks inside your body. Like that feeling he can create at any moment of time. But he doesn't do it when he's around people because a lot of people want him to shut up and calm down. So he's not using his ability to do what he can do to protect other people or to help other people not get jealous or not get angry at him, because it's hard to live a life when you are living in complete joy, but you have to keep it quiet. That's what Jesus had to do. He told people about it to some level. If he danced around, I was like, I feel so happy, I'm blissful. Like, and danced and said, everybody, let's have sex, let's do this. Whatever. Like, if he was like that, people would be doing that because that would just be his physical expression. So he understood, so he stayed humble and quiet. Okay? I know. I was him. Like I'm Dan. And now, through Dan, he wants to say this, but it's me saying it. That I know that even though I can manifest this pleasure through Dan, as Dan, at any moment in time, and he can feel blissful at all times. He's so in a blissful state. But at the same time, he feels bad because whatever has been created in this physical world up to this point, even as God, for you all to work out your karmic things that you're working out, it has to happen this way. There's no other way to do it unless somebody destroys it. And we don't want to destroy it because deep down we all know that we're something else, but we don't know what we are. And if we had a mass destruction, we'd wipe out so much life and we'd cause so much confusion and next dimension, next level, next reality destruction. So what we need to do is somehow, even the higher up big wig suit and tie guys, even the far Middle Eastern guys who don't speak, and they're island people and they're booga booga and they would kill us. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody, but we have to somehow try to get everybody to understand that on the next level of life, if you really want to be as happy as you possibly can be, I'm telling you right now, I like as God through Dan and as Dan knowing he's God, I feel horrible that I've created everything here unintentionally. Like I've created it through one person's reality, one person's next idea of what reality would be, one being's idea of what reality should be, one creator's idea of what reality should be. And one creator creates a million, billion, gazillion more creators that keep creating more based off of what their belief system is of how they create and how they continue to keep growing and re-evolving. They're not evolving, they're re-evolving. They're going around in a circle. Until you understand this, you totally evolve. I've totally evolved. That's why sometimes Dan says stuff like, I feel like I'm not even a human being anymore, and I feel like I watch people like they're a species lower than me. Not like I'm trying to make fun of them, but I understand so much more about what we really are, not who we really are, because you give these words. We're more than a who, we're a what. We're a all. We're a without expression, without words. We're so amazing. Amazing. Each one of you is so amazing. Everything that's listening and every particle in my phone, sometimes I get so tickled knowing that every little follicle of hair that I have is a being of some sort working out some kind of karma. And it doesn't make sense to us because we can't work out the karmic expressions of lower vibrational karmic expressions that die at a lower vibration, at a lower vibration, at a lower vibration, that work it out through other karmic expressions, or have to be created in order for this world to continue going. How does oil keep being produced from the ground? because we believe it does. So whatever creates it allows it to be created because we believe it does. And we don't even know what the hell it is. It just happens miraculously. Like there's so much stuff that happens, like the sun keeps going and things keep growing, and you don't even have to apply any effort, and they keep doing it. Why? Because we believe that it does, unconsciously. Now if we start consciously knowing what things are doing and believing that we're creating it, it really happens. This is Dan and God. That's when I say we. Like, I'm talking to everybody, and I'm talking about me and Dan and me. Like, I know that sounds crazy, like a person's babbling, but I'm not babbling at all. This is exactly what people need to understand. You're creating it. Every moment of it. Every single dingle moment of it. Until you become conscious of everything you're doing, you're subconsciously and unconsciously creating it. And unfortunately, if you die tomorrow, bam, you've got some weird karma to work out next life, depending on how conscious you are when you die. So you do spend your whole life preparing for death, quote unquote, aka as well as your next life, your next lives, your next existence, your next universe comes through you. You are the seed of a universe happening right now. As a person, you're walking around talking, you're a seed of either an astral entity or, to the level you understand it, a universe. You can come back on Earth because your spiritual being, your astral entity, hasn't developed past that yet. Mine has. And luckily, I'm in a human expression that has a magnificent human expression that has a magnificent astral expression that is a member of the magnificent being that we call God. There are more beings like God, but they express themselves in different ways. Not in this reality, but in other realities that are also what real reality is. Not Earth's reality. Not this bubble we're in. Not the circle that we're in. Not this over and over reoccurring cycle that nobody seems to get, but I get, and I can explain anything anybody needs to know, if they need to know it. But if it's not worth my time to help people, I won't do it, because I'm not going to waste my time satisfying individual people's egoic wants and needs. I hope that makes sense. Peace, y'all.